So here we are for Fundamentals 1, Active Warm-Up. I know despite what I ask you to do on the website, unless I actually lead you in a bit of an active warm-up, you probably won't be doing it on your own. So before the active stretches, what I want you to do, you're going to do a little bit of easy jog or march. We're just going to do about 1 minute here, getting the body warm just a little bit. About 5 more of those, and then start jumping out and in. Now, ideally, if you have gone for an easy jog around the block, would be fantastic. If you have a exercise bike, maybe you could use that. But I'm guessing that the vast majority of you won't. So I'm throwing this in just for you guys. And then again, back to our marches or high knee jogs, if that feels comfortable. We can throw in some butt kickers back behind, and at least you should be feeling just a tiny, tiny bit warm. And once again, those out-in jumps. Make sure those knees don't collapse as you're doing this. Excellent. Okay. Hopefully we're feeling at least a little bit warm. Exercise number 1. We've got our walking quad stretch. Establish balance. Grab the shoelaces. Hold for 2 seconds. Move forward. Establish balance. Hold for 2 seconds. Now I'm moving in an area where I have the luxury of moving forward. If you do not, just do these standing on the spot. Core in tight, which you'll learn more about once you start doing your Fundamentals 1 workouts. This is just our active warm-up. For some of you, this warm-up is going to seem like a workout, and that's okay, and that might be all you're doing for today. So we're going to be doing about 10 stretches aside. If you're finding that you're wobbling all over the place, feel free to grab onto a wall. Good. If you're finding that even these movements are a little bit too advanced, I will be putting out another video taking these down just a little bit so that it is accessible for everyone. Second exercise, dynamic glute stretch. Stepping on one foot, bend, slight bend in the support leg, cross the ankle over the knee, push the bum backwards. We're going to go into a seated glute stretch. Holding for a couple of seconds, switch sides. Cross the ankle over the other, push the bum back. I'm going to do this for you as well from the forward view, so you can see what it looks like. Stepping on one leg, crossing over the ankle, pushing the bum back. My knee is not collapsing in. The biggest mistake that I see with people on this one is the knee collapsing inwards. We do not want that. Switch to the other side. Now my balance is fairly decent. You may find, like I said, that this is just too much for you. So find a wall or an object that you can balance up against, and we're going to use that wall doing that exact same position. From the back side, you should make sure that the hips stay square. So as we're doing this, you don't want the hips to shift over to the side, but they're going straight backwards. And how many reps of each of these we're doing? Somewhere between 5 to 10 aside. Moving into our dynamic hamstring stretch. Once again, more balancing. Slight bend in the support leg, very slight bend. You're going to hinge forward until you feel a nice stretch in that support leg, and then switch to the other side. Hinging forward. Notice that I don't move until I've established balance. So a lot of people find trouble because they don't find balance when they're upright and then tilt over. They do it the reverse. They tilt, then try to find the balance. That's not going to work very well for you. And again, make sure your hips stay square. If your hips are opening up like this, you don't have that hamstring on stretch. You want to keep your hips nice and square. And switch over to the other side. Once again, I sound like a broken record, but if you're finding your balance is limiting you from being able to feel the stretch, then make sure you find a wall or a countertop or something that can assist you through these stretches. So far we've done the dynamic quad, seated glute, hamstring stretch. We're going to do a little bit more advanced one here. This is a lunge and a reach. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a big step into a lunge, a long lunge, dropping down so I feel the stretch in the back thigh. This front knee does not go in front of my front toe. As an add-on, I reach towards my front knee, and then I switch legs. So if you have enough room, I'm stepping right forward into the next step. As you noticed, because I'm trying to stay within the camera view and within the limits of my space, I step back a little bit to correct the movement so I can establish a lunge. So another way we can do it is stay from a static position, and I step back into that lunge. Reach. Nice stretch. Come to that static position, step backwards. That way, if I don't have a lot of space, I can still do this nice stretch. One more on each side. From the front, I will do it. Want to make sure that that knee is not collapsing inward. There we go. And just one more stretch after this, and you should be ready for your workout. Again, watch that knee position. Good square hips. And then the last one that we're going to do is called an inchworm. So you're going to get into a good push-up position, slightly pressing out the heels of the hands, and making sure you're not collapsing through the shoulder blades. Walk the feet up. Notice as I walk my feet up, I push my bum backwards, pushing out of the heels of my hands until I make an upside down V. Getting a wonderful stretch. More through the back of my calves than my hamstrings this time. Walk back. Shoulders are right over top of the hands. Good push-up position. Little walk up, push back. I'm going to do 5 of these, so that's 2. Good push-up position. 3. Like I said, if you're brand new to exercise, a lot of these are going to feel like a workout in themselves. So you may find that these dynamic stretches are a workout enough. And if you find them too much, if you're finding that you just can't hold the form and it's too challenging, then check out the modified active warm-up. That might be the right level for you. And there's number 5. And come out of that position and you're ready to get started on your first workout. Talk to you soon.